Stay down. Final warning.
I could do this all day.
What is up, you guys? We're back again, and this time we have the Captain America Civil War spoiler review. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this out, but honestly I just forgot about it. I thought that I've done it, but no, I didn't. I only did the regular review. So yeah, here's my spoiler review. Sorry about that. Things just got in the way. I went to London for 5-6 days. A lot of stuff to do with work, and you know, it's not an excuse. I'm just saying I forgot. I'm sorry. So yeah, but I'm here to do it now if you're interested. If you haven't seen the movie, now would be the time to do something else, because this contains spoilers and well, a lot of personal opinions, what I thought about the Captain America Civil War movie. Now let's get into it. First, Black Widow. She gets a lot of screen time in this movie, which is a good thing because she's a great actress, Scarlett Johansson. And she kicks in the beginning of the movie, when they are in this African country, was it Nigeria or something, next to Wakanda. She kicks so much ass, it's insane. I was like, whoa. I remember that being one of the things that I really loved about the movie. By the way, I've seen the movie twice. So I recently also, so I have it kind of fresh in my mind. She kicks a lot of ass. As I said, especially in the beginning of the movie. One thing, as you know, led to another in that fight, and the Scarlet Witch took out like a whole floor of a building when she was trying to prevent Crossbones from blowing them up. Basically, she saves a lot of people, but she also kills a lot of people. And hence start the movie with the whole Sokovia Accord and all that stuff. So that's what triggers it, basically. What can we say about that? I mean, the result is that characters take sides, you know, the pros and cons of this accord, the people who want the registration and the people who don't. We all know who those people are. I'm here to talk about spoilers. No, not only that, I mean, things I thought were really good with this movie was like the introduction to the characters were really good, I think. Nothing was really shoehorned, and everything kind of went very well with the tone they set for the movie. Black Panther's character was introduced pretty good, and the reveal even better. I love the car chase scene. That is fucking amazing. I love how it ends when they surround Black Panther, Bucky, and Captain America. It's like they're so close to get at it, and it's, yeah, man, his costume, Black Panther's costume, must be like the coolest costume in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far. It's fucking awesome. It looks great, and man, the claws are amazing. What else can we say? Well, I like how the shows the part. We got to know Bucky a lot better, which I appreciated. And let's not forget the arm, the fucking arm. Jesus Christ, the fucking arm. Iron Man just blasted that shit right out. You know what? I actually saw some videos on the internet before the movie even premiered, where they actually show Bucky without his arm in one of the, I think it's one of the trailers or like leaked footage or something like that, and that's a big no-no, because that was a big luckily I didn't see that before I went and saw the movie, but people point that out, that it's been in the trailer that you could see Bucky like in the background without his arm, and that's, man, But that whole sequence was fucking insane, really cool. I want to talk a little bit about Zemo. Zemo is the villain of this movie, and he was an interesting character, I think. He managed to totally own the Avengers, basically turn them against each other and made them, fight basically in a spectacular way, I think. No muscles, only hair, which I thought was fucking clever, because we've seen a lot of that in movies overall. It's a lot of fighting, and that's the villain. You need to fight the villain. Here he fights. He fought the Avengers with his mind. They really did a good job with that character, I think. But I would love if they had some more of him, like beforehand. I thought about that because I didn't really understand him, but at the end, when Black Panther is with him, you learn that he lost his family in Sokovia in that incident. And to me it was like, interesting. It would have been cool to see a glimpse of him, or like a flashback to something in that movie, you know what I mean? That maybe they introduced him there already somehow. I don't know. Maybe they didn't thought of it until after Age of Ultron, I'm sure, and that's why, because that would have tied it together way better, I think. As I said, he lost his family in the Sokovia incident, and that would have made him more interesting as a villain, because I didn't half the movie I didn't really know why he was doing what he was doing, right? Which can be cool, can be good, but still it's I don't know, man. I just feel like they could have given us more on Zemo. That's my thought anyway. Also, as I mentioned in my spoiler-free review, I am Team Iron Man, but it's you get very good insights in both point of views, and it's very difficult to choose side. And to be quite honest, at the end I didn't want to choose side because it didn't feel like it was necessary. You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking about. Also, nobody dies. That's kind of a bummer. They really had a chance to get what's it called? War Machine. With that, just for like dramatic effect, you know what I mean? But we all know that they have to reunite in one form later for Infinity Wars anyway, so maybe that's not a good idea to get somebody killed, grudges and all that thing. I mean, the first olive branch here was the letter that Cap writes to Iron Man when he's in Wakanda. And yeah, they really need to get together for the next Avengers movie. So we'll see how they'll do that. Anyway, yeah, it would add some more drama to the whole thing if somebody got killed. I'm just saying. But as I mentioned before, also Spider-Man, Tom Holland, fantastic. That's all I have to say about that. His introduction was really good. Aunt May, awesome stuff. Post-scene credits, awesome stuff. It's cool because somebody I saw the movie with it the second time mentioned that Robert Downey Jr. and is it Melissa Tomei? Her name, Aunt May. I think it's Melissa Tomei. They actually did like a romantic comedy, like a love movie or something like that, 20 years back. So that was kind of cool. That was a fun little interesting fact. Also, one thing that kind of bothered me a little bit, even though I thought it was awesome, and well, anyway, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. He is fucking awesome. More awesome is Giant Man, as he's called. I think it's interesting that he chooses to go back. I mean, no, he backs Captain America. He backs up Captain America basically in this war. I don't really see any. Why would he do that? You know what? You know what I mean? I mean, if you look back at the Ant-Man movie, it ended on a really happy note when he was accepted by his ex-wife, her douche cop boyfriend or whatever, and his daughter. So good times, right? Why would he do this? I mean, I need to remind you that all the Avengers end up in prison. In that prison that is in the middle of the ocean beneath like a submarine kind of cargo thing. Why would he risk that to go and help Captain America, who he doesn't even know? He only interacted with Falcon once when he basically kicked his ass. But it's like, I don't know. I don't really see why he would go and do that, because he spent basically his whole movie trying to prove to his ex-wife and daughter that he was trying to be good for them, right? This kind of fucks it up for him a little bit, I think. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, he as Giant Man was fucking awesome, and also the scene when Tom Holland, Spider-Man, comes flying around and do the Star Wars reference there with saying that he saw an old movie where they trapped the AT-ATs with like a... Oh my god. That whole thing had me cracking the fuck up in the theater. That was really fun. And it really shows how old... No, not how old, but how young he is, Spider-Man. And how old, obviously, Tony Stark and Bucky and Cap and all those other guys are. You know, it's fun, the reference he made to the Star Wars movie. I really enjoyed that, so that was really fucking cool. What else can we say about this? I mean, the story progression was fucking awesome, you all know that. Nothing seemed shoehorned. Character development was pretty good, but I mean, that is only because we had so many fucking 3 Iron Man movies, 2 Avenger movies, 2 Captain America. I mean, these characters have had their time with us, the viewers, you know, and that's what I think that they were trying to do with Batman v Superman, where they were trying to give us kind of what we wanted, but they really didn't have the foundation for it, if you know what I mean. I mean, here we have we know Cap, we know Iron Man, we are invested in these characters. I think that's like where Batman v Superman kind of failed. I don't want to compare these two, I really don't, but that's my opinion on that anyway. Also, the action scenes in this movie are really, really fucking intense. They're really good and really awesome. I think the Russo brothers really did a good job with all those characters in this movie, but as I said, that's only because they got a great layup with all the other movies, the Iron Man and fucking Thor and Cap and everything, you know. So yeah, I thought this was awesome. I mean, just when you thought that the movie was going to, you know, calm down and, you know, really, because they were starting to unite, you know, Captain America and Iron Man, they've known each other for so long, they're friends, and just when they're starting to unite, they dropped the bomb on Tony that the Winter Soldier killed his parents, and that Captain America knew about it. Wow. That is fucking awesome. That's why Bucky lost his fucking arm, and that's why Tony makes Steve Rogers leave the shield behind. Man, that was some intense stuff right there. So yeah, I thought it didn't drag on for too long. It was fucking awesome. Things that I think are interesting with this movie these are not spoilers, just observations. It's basically that it ends with Bucky deciding that he is best for everyone to freeze him and to let him sleep until they cure him, basically. It's interesting that he's in Wakanda, and the Black Panther finally understands him and choose to help him, and Cap. So he kind of switched sides, if you know what I mean. Also, it's not really a Captain America movie, but it's not really an Avengers movie either. One thing I've thought about after I've seen this movie a few times is that I would have loved if they had a movie for the Civil War stuff and the Captain America storyline kind of in its own movie, you know what I mean? Here they mashed those two together. Even though the movie was fucking awesome, I think that we could have gotten a lot more interesting action and aspects to this movie if it was like, say, the Avengers Civil War or something like that, instead of having that being a Captain America movie. But anyway, they did an amazing job. I love this movie. I think it's fucking awesome. The whole thing when we learned that Bucky killed his parents, man, that was fucking tough. Because you see that Tony has suffered from the loss of his parents, not only in this movie, but the whole movie starts out with him like being in a hologram of the last time he spoke with his parents, you know. So it's like, man, poor guy. So yeah. Anyway, sorry for the late spoiler review, guys. If you haven't seen this movie already, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, but please go watch it. And if you've seen this without seeing the movies, then I probably spoiled a bunch of it for you. But yeah, that's the way it is, guys. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that cool stuff. Let me know in the comment section below what you all thought about this movie and what your thoughts on it. For this time, spoilers are welcome. If there's something you know that I don't, please leave it in the comment section below. It'll be interesting to know. Also, guys, as I said, thank you for watching, subscribing, all that good stuff, and hopefully I see you guys in the next